I'm Kevin Elizabeth. I'm a wedding photographer in San Diego, and I'm also a bride-to-be planning my wedding for next April. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about our color palette and also our save the dates. I am a firm believer that the save the dates and the invitation suite should be very cohesive with your wedding palette and your wedding style, because it sets the tone for what to expect for your guest, and it also makes everything look really nice together. So if you're having your photos put in an album, it's really nice to have an invitation suite including a save the date that really meshes well with your wedding palette, because if you had a really colorful palette, lots of bright, light, and airy tones, and you had a black invitation with white ink, it would look really stark in contrast and it just would not flow together. Now you can do whatever you want, but I personally just love the look of a full cohesive wedding design. So we chose for our wedding to have really colorful colors. I love the look of neutrals, but for my own wedding, I wanted to do something different than what I most commonly see, which tends to be white, green, blush, and gold. So I wanted to go very, very different from that and use a lot of pinks, and not really light blush tones, but very vibrant pinks, along with soft butter yellows, beautiful French blues, a light gray here and there, a small gold accent, as well as terracotta, a peach and apricot tone. So those are the colors that we have chosen, and I'm very excited about them because it's just going to be very springy and it's going to be very lively as well. And the dress that I've picked, which I'll talk about in a future episode, goes really well with those colors, so I'm super excited about that. So for our save the dates, we did have Twinkle and Toast design those, and if you guys have not seen my video all about our invitation designer, you can click right here. But basically we had her design a save the date that had really nice colors with it, and we had a beautiful illustration design on it as well. So this is our save the date. I really, really love it. I think it's super pretty. I love the font combinations. We have a font that's really romantic in the script, and then we have print down below for a little bit more of a modern look. We've got really lovely colors in here, so I'm just super happy with it. I think it's so, so beautiful. And then the envelopes that we sent out were yellow. So guests get our invitation, save the date in this nice yellow envelope. We also had our address printed on the back, so it's really pretty, and we did not have to do stickers on them, which was fantastic. And the save the dates that we did send out, which went out last week, had guest address printed on it as well, so we did not have to write those in ourselves. We did have to pay extra for those services, but it was something that was worth it for us, not to have to write out all the guest names in handwriting that's not that pretty. Before I go, I wanted to talk about one thing that I hear brides say all the time, and that is something along the lines of, I'm only going with this neutral color and this other neutral color because I am afraid that the wedding won't look timeless in 10 years. And while that's definitely a valid thought process, I'm here to tell you that color can absolutely be timeless. It's the way that you do it and which colors you pair together that makes something timeless versus very, very much a standout at one single point in time that you might not like later on. But above all, I'm a firm believer in you do you. And if you make your wedding your own and you choose colors that you're really happy with, and you choose a style that reflects who you are and not just a trend at the time, yes, that can also happen to be trendy, but if it's something that speaks to you and you really love it and resonate with it, then I think you'll love it in 20 years. But even if you don't, I always have fun looking at my parents' wedding and the bridesmaids' dresses they chose with very, very puffy peach bridesmaids' dresses. So it's kind of fun to look back on something, even if it does seem a little bit dated. So I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. But if you're wanting to avoid all embarrassment from future children or friends in a couple of decades, go for color. If you are thinking about trying out something other than green and white with a small accent color, there's nothing wrong with those. But if you're one of those people who thinks that using color might not be so nice in a couple of years, or that it might be too trendy, definitely it's not. Make something that's really beautiful to you. If you are very much in tune to the design of your wedding and you want it to be like this really big, huge thing that you're super excited about, you can always hire someone to help you out with design, and that person is really going to know what works well together, and they can help you create a style that is is timeless, that speaks to who you are, that is wildly colorful, or whatever you want it to be. So that is what we're doing. We're working with Amarology, which I mentioned in this video up here about how we chose our wedding planner, but she is really great with color for designs that are very unique and personalized, and I can just imagine the couples that she's worked with will love their wedding in 50 years. They loved it now, they'll love it then, and it's just something that's really amazing. So if you're thinking about having a big design, then I definitely recommend bringing in somebody if you can. If you can't, then there are a lot of amazing resources online that will help you with putting different colors together or what's going to work and what doesn't work. It just takes a quick Google search or post in a great forum for brides, and they will definitely let you know. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about my dress when it comes to this personal wedding planning series, but I'm also sharing videos that have tips for brides and grooms. So if you are engaged, or even if you're a vendor hoping to learn a little bit more about the photography side of things, then definitely hit that subscribe button and be sure to click the little bell so that you get notified every single time I post. See you guys next time. Bye!